Making my way downtown, walking fast, blah 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 blah. Take it away. I'm happy.
Never really know what's going on. Look at me sometimes like all you want to do is run. Hear me out, hear me out. If all the things you never show,
Birthday to me.
there are the things I want to know. Secrets lie in your heart so slow. But if you don't wanna tell me now, I guess I'll never know. Losing almost all my energy.
Hi guys. Welcome officially to my channel. This is my third attempt at starting a YouTube channel. I am recording in an open space in the Heroes Park back home where I am in Jamaica. So I do apologize if there is a lot of background noise. This is time that I could have made it. It's relatively quiet here, but you will hear cars and bikes and stuff passing. I will try to blog it out as much as I can, but just bear with me while I take you along this crazy little adventure of mine. Turkey is a Eurasian country, part in Europe, partly in Asia. I would have been going to the other side of the world, to a country that speaks Turkish, a language that is not spoken in Jamaica. I don't know anyone who speaks Turkish. I've never studied Turkish. Apart from the series Magnificent Century, that's the extent of learning Turkish. So I really had to do research in terms of learning basic phrases, of having basic conversations in Turkish. I was dismal, but I did pick up basic keywords so I could integrate a little bit better. So I watch a lot of YouTube, Berry Istanbul Tips, that YouTube channel watching. I also watch Rhett and Claire. They're another YouTube channel. They're a traveling couple. And what I did, I wanted to target videos that was closer to my trip. So whatever information that I received, it would have been as accurate as possible to the current realities in Turkey. On World Travel is it's Nathan and Olivia, also world travelers. They're a couple again, I believe. And so I really followed up the channels of persons who visited Turkey, of persons who lived in Turkey permanently, but I also looked at channels of black solo travelers in Turkey, and then I looked at channels of black solo female travelers in Turkey. So I wanted to get the different experience to get a more holistic view of what Turkey would offer. And let me tell you guys, Turkey does indeed have so much to offer, like any great cities. You have a lot of historical sites, you have amazing architecture, a lot of hip food stops, street stalls to grab a quick bite from, amazing little spots where you can people watch, and amazing people that are worth the watching. It's just a big melting pot of what you'd have expected, and it's definitely a sight to behold. I mean, I did slightly have the problem of being followed one night by a strange little fella who I promptly reported to security forces. But oh well, let's not get caught up in too much details. And how I knew that it was a relatively safe place also, I had my phone out a lot because I had to use Google Maps. My phone was in my hand like this, non-stop, the entire time I was there. And I noticed again, because it's such a touristy place, other persons have their phone on. In fact, the locals had their phone out. They were listening to music, they were texting, whatever. Even back home, I wouldn't attempt that, especially in like major districts or shopping areas. I would not have attempted that back home in my home country. I did that in Turkey. It wasn't a problem. In fact, after a while, you didn't even notice that you were walking with your phone out because no one attempted to grab it and run or anything. And I also remember when I was on the metro, when I was talking to the tour guide, I had my bag, my fanny pack. It was resting on my side and it was open because it was so cramped with so much stuff. It was open and it had like a water cache. The cache wasn't obvious. It was way down the bag, but I knew it was there nonetheless and I knew that the bag was open. And then it was rush hour. So the metro was very much crammed. So I was talking to the tour guide, but I had turned my bag in front of me because I was like squashed on all sides. And like he noticed the movement. The guy that was also next to me gave me sort of an odd look. And then the tour guide that I was speaking to just let me know in a gentlest of ways, okay, Istanbul, city of 20 million people, but it's safe, you don't have to worry about someone grabbing your bag and running. Like you're okay, we'll take care of you. So I realized that I had made a fast paw or fast pass, whatever they call it. But I knew that it was a little bit of an error on my side to be so apprehensive. Maybe even though I didn't do it so abrasively or so aggressively, I realized that it was. And this is not to say that it's the same way for everyone. I know everyone has had their own experiences, but I only speak from my point of view and the things that I've seen and the way that I was treated. And I can say that Turkey was a memorable and a safe place for me. Speaking of places, let's talk about the mosque. Turkey has so many mosques. It's not even a joke. Over 80,000, I believe, but in Istanbul alone, it's over 3,000 mosques. I've passed so many, it's hard to keep track. Small, nondescript, magnificent, opulent, you name it, it is there. So let's get into these mosques. The first on my list is the Sultan Ahmed Mosque, otherwise known as the Blue Mosque. Yes, it lives up to expectations. It has these amazing, intricate blue tiles right throughout. Mosque, by the way, they don't have images of prophets because the attention should be on Allah and the word of Allah. So within the mosque, you'll find all these inscriptions, but you won't see any likeness of Allah because Allah has no likeness. He's or she, I've been told, is everything and everyone, and you cannot put a face on him because he's just so infinite. So that's that. But as it relates to the Blue Mosque itself, yes, grand is the first word that comes to mind. It was built to surpass the Hagia Sophia, which obviously it has. This is a massive structure. It is meant to stand out. It is meant to make an impression, and you definitely do get that vibe upon entering and just looking around. But I will say this, and I know it's not a very popular opinion. I wasn't so taken aback by all this opulence before me. I didn't get that sort of spiritual resonance that I was hoping to get. And it may be a bit obnoxious of me to even say that because I'm not a Muslim and I really don't know anything that in depth about their faith. But it's just not the sort of poignant feeling that I was hoping to get, but I did actually see its beauty. And speaking of poignancy, let's go over to the Hagia Sophia. Now, the Hagia Sophia has been at the very top, or one of those items at the very top of my intended travels coming to Turkey. I love The Rise of the Ottomans, that documentary that was on Netflix. Very well done, where it gave you a look into Mehmet the Conqueror's early conquest, the Hagia Sophia being one of them, and it did not disappoint. It was honestly everything I thought it would be, could be, and so much more. When you step in, guys, you know that you're walking in history. You know that you're stepping in history. You feel small, but yet so infinitely part of something that goes way beyond you, that goes way beyond the person next to you. You just feel alive. You get that spiritual connection instantly. And yes, it was just as crowded as the Blue Mosque, maybe even more so, but I did not mind for once. I felt alone in the crowd. I felt connected to everyone at the same time. I could not turn my eyes away. I wouldn't say it was quite tears, but there was definitely something in the corner of my eye. There was definitely something that I was feeling in that moment. It was just more than living a dream. Anyway, I'm gonna stop waxing poetic. Let's go over the other crime mats. A very small, right at the edge of the Bosphorus Strait. Amazing to see at sunrise. Inside is just compact, quiet. It's quite a reprieve from the hustle and bustle of the rest of Istanbul. Now I will take the rest of the journey to Soleimani Mosque, and I think my reaction speaks for itself.
My God, pinch me. This and the Hagia Sophia was my ultimate for coming here. This was a dream. I'm living a dream. I am living a dream.
Of course, I had to stop to see the resting place of Sultan Suleiman, his beloved daughter, Mirima Sultan, and the Queen, Shiki Hurrem Sultan. And afterwards, I really had to take a moment to pause and reflect to see if I really just did that. And it was time to venture into the bazaars, the infamous Spice Bazaars and Grand Bazaar. The Spice Bazaar where I got suckered out of my money despite my best efforts.
Looking first.
Just try it and go. 1 minute, please.
Looking first. I'll. Okay, I'm just looking. Mahaba.
When you make a blot, I will add a little cold water to the
Yeah, I got suckered about the damn tea.
Showed me that. You should up there. You showed me these.
And another one tried to get me, you guys, but this time I came prepared.
I smell better. No, I smell better.
So after the Spice Bazaar, it was time to head to the Grand Bazaar. Their tricks, they were a little bit different, but I was more than ready for them.
No, higher. Really?
Yeah, I know what you want.
You know what I want?
You need red color high heel from my store. Come over.
I have a suitcase with heels. Higher. I want you to tell them again what you like about Jamaica.
Jamaica, Bob Marley,
And
marijuana. This is good guy. I like him.
Yeah, I like your country, the Jamaica, for the weeds. Yes. And also I like the Damian Marley.
No.
I like Damian Marley.
Okay, he likes Jamaica for the weed.
Yeah.
Give me that. You're good.
Something here.
So not everything was caught in camera, but he was very slick, and damn, he looked good. I ain't blind, so after taking a photo with him and of him, I quickly got the hell out of Dodge. Okay, so after my misadventures at the different bazaars, it was time for me to head to the Turkish Hammam, or the famous Turkish bath. And as you can see, I was very excited.
Seriously, I know a sauna for up, but this too up, man. May I sweat? So here white people shitting on them, so here in Jamaican stuff. Jamaicans don't like eat.
Okay, I'm not proud of it. It's not my best moments, but I did actually try to escape this whack ass sauna.
Wait for it. Wait for it. Oh, to the world. Oh my god. Oh my god. And freedom. I have heard so many horror stories. Fortunately, mine was not. I was so excited, soothed, rings, massage, all very sumptuous, all very serene. I enjoyed it to the ultimate max. I give this a 5 out of 5 stars experience. I'm gonna put the name somewhere in this video, but if you can, please book this Turkish massage or hammam if you're in Turkey. Update on a Bosphorus store. Let's hope I don't drown. So the Bosphorus store, it runs along the Bosphorus Strait in Turkey, which is an internationally significant channel that separates the Black Sea from the Sea of Marmara. It also creates that continental divide of the old Turkey in Europe from the Anatolian side in Asia. You have many luxury tours, you have daytime tours, sunset cruises, but I chose the daytime tour that the regular locals would have taken to go from the European side of Istanbul to the Asian side. It is a slow tour. It runs for over an hour, but well worth the penny, and you get to sit back, relax, unwind, and see the outskirts of the European side and also of the Asian side, so best of both. And speaking of Asia, love it! Dream come true. I love it. A lot of tourists didn't appreciate the Asian side of Istanbul. That was not my experience. It was a much more authentic feel immediately and a great place to feel lost in.
Uzaklara gönlüm sıkılır. Sorma ne haldeyim sorma, kederdeyim sorma.
Wow, I could stay here for 1,000 nights and see this for 1,000 more. What a life, it's beautiful.
Uzaklara gönlüm.
Join me for part 2, you guys. There's so much more for us to discover.
Thanks for making it Camille's Couch. Like, watch, subscribe, share, whatever it is they say. I'm hoping to do more of this. I'm really hoping to grow as a channel.
Bye bye. Making my way downtown, walking fast.